Welcome back, you degenerates. Let's take a look at some Forstner bracelets. The bracelets featured in this video are the Model O and Model J. These ones specifically are for the black bays with 22mm lug widths. However, there are also 20mm versions that are compatible with the Tudor Ranger and Black Bay 58. You might be wondering, why is the Model O even a thing when most black bays come with 3-link oyster style bracelets? And I will tell you that I think the Forstner has a more balanced look compared to the original. Let me preface this by saying the original is well made and there's nothing objectively wrong with it, but after years of black bay ownership, I have some of my own opinions on the matter. The Tudor bracelet has fairly wide center links, which I personally feel doesn't match with the elegant style of the BB41. Obviously this is something you're not really going to notice, but when given the option, I prefer the more traditional proportions that the Model O provides. The links taper down from 22 to 16mm, which also creates a visually fluid transition from the case to the clasp. The clasp itself is a looker, and what I consider to be one of the best looking aftermarket ones available in the market. Most third-party bracelet companies use the same generic deploying clasps, all probably from the same warehouse, which of course there's nothing wrong with that, but it's nice to see this kind of execution. It has a lot of character and adds to the watch's overall presentation rather than taking away from it. The 7 micro-adjustable positions and dual push-button action make it practical and easy to use as well. Everything else is going to be up to par with what most people expect from a bracelet, such as solid end links and a screw pin adjustment system. The end links are machined well and fit into the lugs as if they originally came with the watch. A screwdriver is included with the bracelet, so you're able to adjust it to your wrist size straight out the box. The Model J is going to share the same characteristics as the Model O. Just like the Model O, it tapers from 22mm to around 16mm. Uncle Straps has a version with a less extreme taper, so it's good that there are options depending on which you prefer. I'd say the biggest difference outside of design is that the clasp has a mirror polish on the outer sections, which I really like. It complements the brushed center area really well without looking too shiny in a detractful way. I should point out that the center links are going to arrive mirror polished. I removed most of the polish on mine with a gray Scotch-Brite pad just because I prefer the more subdued look. I should also point out that these bracelets are going to fetch a premium price point, both hovering in the $170 price range. That is higher than the average cost of your aftermarket bracelet, and I'm not here to tell you whether or not that's worth it. All I can say is I find value in it because there are features, such as the great looking clasp, that make it worth it to me. I like these bracelets so much that I probably could have bought another Tudor with how much I've spent on this goddamn brand, so do what you will with that information. And that concludes this general overview of these bracelets. I personally think they're great, and that's all for now. Stay classy. I sure as hell won't.